Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here to talk about a certain topic today. It is a big part of many people's lives right now. It involves, or let's say it concerns just about every age group. Younger people, middle-aged people, older people, who knows, maybe even kids. So I'm talking about Facebook roleplay. And the reason I bring up Facebook roleplay and not any other, let's call it, form of roleplay is that it's actually one of the most popular sites for roleplaying. Despite the fact it's not even allowed to roleplay on Facebook. Everyone knows that, but people ignore it. No one really cares, and those roleplay accounts they keep being made every day. I guess about 100,000 or more roleplay accounts are being made, and that's just a guess. It might be more. I don't think it's less, actually, because people are really into it. They love role-playing on Facebook because this is the role-playing site for everyone. People love to role-play on Facebook, and I know why. It's not that hard to understand. It's easy to access. Everyone's welcome. If you're lucky, you're never being discovered by some Facebook admin who just deletes your whole account. And yeah, you can get banned by Facebook itself, of course, obviously. Or you get reported by other role players. And I'm gonna get into that in a minute. So basically one fake account reports another fake account, and that's pretty much all there is to it. And yeah, many roleplayers claim they're different from fake accounts, which is kinda ridiculous. And I, being a roleplayer for far too many years now myself, I don't actually agree. Not if you're on Facebook, at least. Because Facebook, let's be real, it was not made for this. It's a site for people who wanna stay in contact with friends, classmates, family, something. Other people use it to meet new people, which is okay as well, I guess. Then there's people who don't even use their real name. They just use their nickname, and even those people can get reported nowadays. Because if you don't have something like an identification card or something to prove that this name is really yours, your account is just lost. Unless you're lucky. From what I could see from what I could gather, an account has to be at least 1 year old or 2 years old, or even older, and it's pretty safe to use an account like that because it's most likely not getting reported. And yes, I know what I'm saying here is kinda... I know it's not allowed. I know it. I did it. I admit it, yes. I was a Facebook role player. I mean, I was pulled into the whole Facebook community thing. I can't even remember how. It was just weird. And yeah, saying it out loud, it actually feels weird calling myself a role player. But it gets far more. It gets far worse than that. Fear not. Thinking it's okay to roleplay on Facebook in the first place is just being dumb. Let's be real, it's dumb. If you're a Facebook roleplayer, don't be offended yet. I roleplayed on Facebook as well, like I said. And you know very well what I'm talking about, okay? If you create a Facebook account called fucking Septiplayer, Naruto, Daryl Dixon, Multimuse, penned by XXX 360 XXX Winchester something, you kind of deserve to get reported. Okay? That's just how it is. You can't be that obvious. Everyone can see what you're doing. There's like no one who doesn't understand what kind of account that is. I know that some people stick to just adding role players because they think this way they're not gonna get reported. But they tend to forget that role players are not good people just because they are role players, okay? They're just not. They're just people like everyone else. And they act like that in character and out of character. So Facebook itself actually doesn't often notice roleplay accounts until they get reported, and that's when suddenly someone shows up to ruin your day. So it's like this. You've been there all day on Facebook with your roleplay account, writing with your roleplay buddies, and suddenly, totally out of the blue, comes this jealous other roleplayer. Let's call her Julie, jealous Julie, and she thinks you really shouldn't be here, and there can be many reasons for that. One of the reasons could be, one, you have too many friends. She's just not okay with you having that many friends because her character is better, or she just doesn't like you. She thinks you're a tool for some reason, and that's not even the worst thing. I mean, imagine you play the same character like her. For example, let's say your character is Slenderman, okay? And Julie's character is Slenderman as well. And she feels so anxious about yours that she wants to take yours down somehow. She wants it. She just wants it gone. She doesn't want you on Facebook because only she is allowed to have a Slenderman account. And this is not only a problem you find on Facebook. This is a problem you find everywhere. Jealous roleplayers who just get jealous because you have the same character as them. It's ridiculous. One of the reasons could be they might be scared that you report them first, or they just want to be number one. And I think that's the main reason. It can only be that, because people are too dumb to have some kind of reasonable intention. So, Julie might as well think you're a really bad role player. And she feels so offended by the stuff you write with your buddies. Julie might as well be someone who isn't a role player at all. She could be someone else who's just offended. But then it's pretty much your own fault, because let's say normal people, will not really always understand what a roleplay account is about. That's just logic. Because if I wasn't a role player, I would be really weirded out by the stuff that's going on some roleplay accounts. I would be really freaked out, and I'm pretty sure that would be my basic human reaction right there. But knowing myself, I wouldn't report anyone even then. I would probably just unfollow them or set them on restricted or unfriend them. You know, the logic solutions. But not all people have a logic solution to things. They get angry, they gotta do something, and they gotta do something now. They really there's not many options for them. They feel the anger rising inside them, and they feel the need to just... They need someone to pay. They wanna make someone pay. Someone has to suffer, because they came back home from school and they had a really bad day. And then they see those nasty role players doing their roleplay stuff. And they gotta take them down immediately. And you know what the worst thing is? They're right. They have every right to do that. Because, I need to remind you, Facebook roleplayers, no, not allowed. And that's why it's kinda... So... It's just so stupid to even talk about a Facebook roleplay community. There shouldn't even be a Facebook roleplay community in the first place. It shouldn't exist. It was never supposed to happen. Never. Ah, God. Okay. I'm getting a little worked up over this subject. It really gets me every time I think about it. I mean, I had this subject on my mind for a few days now, maybe a week, maybe more, and I felt the need to make a video on it. I just felt the urge to talk about it. And now that I'm doing it, I feel a little bit better. But on the other hand, it gets me even more frustrated. Because it doesn't solve anything, right? But it doesn't matter. So on this channel, I'm gonna share the experience I had with Facebook roleplayers. And yeah, maybe I'm gonna bring up other communities as well. Other roleplay communities or whatever kind of communities. I mean Tumblr, right? Yeah, I do have some interesting stories to share with you. Maybe a few of you will be able to relate to it. So actually the whole point of this YouTube channel is to just ramble a little bit about certain things. Like, just how frustrating it can be to be a humble role player nowadays. You know? The list is endless. And that's it for now. I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you for watching. And if you're pumped to see more, just subscribe or... don't, because this channel is probably not going anywhere. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching and have a good one. Bye bye.